Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this February the 13th, 2023. I hope everybody had a great Monday out there so far. Hope everybody's staying safe and well, and hope everybody has a great evening as well. Alrighty, in today's video, we're going to talk about the satellite loop for the lower 48, the lower 48 National Weather Service radar across the nation. The watches and warning map. We're going to take a look at the CIPS analogs for severe weather, and also take a look at the Storm Prediction Center page as well for severe weather that's coming up this week. Okay, I want to thank all my subscribers I got so far. I hope y'all doing well. If you're a new viewer, have not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Love to have you on board. Like I say, don't be afraid. Hit that thing. Get these videos out to as many people as possible, and like them and share them. Like I said, to get my content out to as many people as possible. Okay, well, let's dive on into the forecast now. We're going to be looking at the satellite composite across the lower 48. We had that little system continue to lift off to the northeast that brought all the precipitation on Saturday night and Sunday across the southeast. Excuse me. And also we got another little storm system over in the southwestern portion of the United States that will continue to lift off to the north and east. This little system up here in the upper Midwest will combine and it will produce a swath of snow extending all to the Great Lakes region up into Michigan and Wisconsin. On the south side, expect a trailing cold front will produce some severe weather later this week, starting on Wednesday, moving east Thursday, and by the time it gets over toward the Carolinas, it should be weakened enough, but cannot rule out a thunderstorm. May have to issue a marginal risk for the Atlantic coast over here. So that's something I will see what the Storm Prediction Center does on that. All right. As we move on to the Doppler radar system, we have precipitation over the northeastern portion of the United States, some mixed precipitation that is. Southwestern portion of the United States from Texas back into Arizona, Utah, Colorado, Kansas, and Nebraska. This is that system getting wound up over here that's going to produce the severe weather later this week, and all that snowfall over the middle portion of the country to the Great Lakes region, and then on off into southeast Canada. All right, have another little storm system. Like I say, this one will catch up with this one, and it will form a pretty good storm by late week. And I'm looking at more severe weather again, starting next Tuesday, maybe going into next Thursday and Friday, once again of next week. I'll get into that later on in the forecast, later on down the road there. Alright, here's a look at the watches and warning map across the lower 48. Pretty quiet along the east coast of the United States. We got a lot of wind advisory, wind warnings, wind watches and stuff going on from all the way from California all the way over to Kentucky and Tennessee down to Louisiana. We have lots of winter weather advisory, winter storm warnings for Montana all the way back into Arizona, New Mexico, winter storm watches for Colorado all the way over into Kansas and Nebraska, winter storm warnings and watches and advisories in effect for the west coast of the United States from Washington State all the way into Northern California. We have some freeze warning in effect for the near coastal areas of California. Freeze watches, freeze warnings on inland, and like I said, in between, you got a lot of watches and warnings going on here. All right, here's a look at the CIPS experimental analog here. We're looking at day 2. This is lining up with a few severe thunderstorms possible in this region here of the country, from Louisiana all the way up into Iowa, also portion of Texas. That's where 15% chance of severe weather, 10% in a lighter yellow. All right, let's take a look at day 3. See, it still don't move too much. This lines up pretty well with the Storm Prediction Center. In just a few minutes, I'm going to show you their graphic. 30% chance of severe weather in this region as well. Alright, now we're going to move on to day 4. And this will line up the Storm Prediction Center, except they don't have it as further north as the Storm Prediction Center does. This one here is mainly over the south and kind of southern portion of the Ohio River Valley. Has a 30% chance of severe weather, 15% in the orange and 10% in the yellow. Alright, we're going to take a look at day 8. This is February the 21st. And there goes that severe weather I was talking about earlier in the broadcast. 10% there, 15% in the yellow. It will start over here and it will work its way eastward. So you'll see later in the forecast, you'll see more. The Storm Prediction Center will kick up in their forecast, and it will continue to move eastward with time. Alright, here's a look at the Storm Prediction Center page now. Lined up pretty well with that system that I was showing, that chart I was showing. There it is there. Lighter green is general thunderstorms in these areas. Marginal risk of severe weather. Let's take a look at the tornado probability. 2%. Wind is 5%. And hail is 5%. And if you're in the marginal risk area, this includes the cities of Kansas City, Missouri, Overland Park, Kansas, Kansas City, Kansas, Topeka, Kansas, and Otay, Kansas. Alright, let's head on over to day 3. Analog. There it is right there. This forecast analog came out just right with this here too. The general thunderstorms in the lighter green. Darker green is marginal risk, and the slight risk is in the yellow. If you're in the marginal risk, this includes the cities of Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Nashville, Tennessee, Arlington, Texas, and Irving, Texas. If you're in the slight risk, this includes Memphis, Tennessee, Plano, Texas, Garland, Texas, Shreveport, Louisiana, and Little Rock, Arkansas. And the probability is brown, 5%, and 15 in the yellow. And this includes the same cities that I called out earlier. Okay, let's go through 4 through 8. Here's a look at day 4. There's that 15% chance. That lines up pretty well with that. But you see it on the CIP analog, and only with here, they extended it just a little bit further because they might be a little bit of severe weather in their region as well. Alright, if you're in the 15% risk area, this includes the cities of Columbus, Ohio, Nashville, Tennessee, Cleveland, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, and Louisville, Kentucky, all the way down into Birmingham, Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi, and anybody west of Atlanta, Georgia. Alright, well, that's all the weather forecast for tonight. I hope everybody has a great evening. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that thing. Get them numbers climbing again. And we will catch you back in the next one.